Welcome to another episode of my Rome 2 Tactics series. This time we're going to explore how to use elephants effectively. Now, elephants traditionally are a missile platform with a certain amount of protection. In particular, African elephants are very large, but the Indian elephants will do as well. And in this case I've got 2x2 groups of elephants, two of which actually have missile capability and the others do not. I don't really care about their missiles here. I have no skirmishers, I have no artillery, or no cavalry, sorry. As you can see, I'm advancing with the elephants in front, infantry in the center, and then I've got spearmen left and right. I've put spearmen on the extreme flanks because I'm worried that they're going to try and envelop me with their cavalry, and I've particularly chosen spearmen who are capable of doing either phalanx or squares. In this case squares, because I think they are going to, no matter how I maneuver the phalanx, they are going to get around me and they're going to envelop me and they're going to try and crush me. The thing I realized was, of course, that spear infantry is a lot slower than normal sword infantry. Anyway, here we are at the charge. I asked the elephants to charge through the line. They don't actually manage to do that. I remember in Rome 1 they would actually throw people around and actually they'd be able to penetrate it. You see the impact they have on the line here. And then immediately I sent my foot soldiers, my sword-armed infantry in to follow up this charge. Now, this charge has two effects. One is it's going to shatter their formation in the center. It's going to get them out of formation. Secondarily, it's going to draw all of their units in towards my elephants, weakening their flanks. Now, I hadn't expected them to be stupid enough to take their cavalry from the flanks towards the center, but they did that as well. So basically my elephants are now fighting the entire army except the archers, and they're left unprotected on the flank. So I take one sword unit on either flank to take out the archers, and I swing the spearmen in to complete the enveloping of the enemy. So this is actually easier than I thought. I wouldn't have dared to dream that I could actually use my spearmen on the flank here. There you are. It's a fairly even battle in the center. I might have a slight upper hand. Elephants are taking a beating, that's okay. Actually, I'd rather they die at this point, because if they panic, they cause as much damage to me as they do to the enemy. And now I'm in position to send in my flanking maneuver on my right flank, and you can almost see how the enemy units shatter as soon as I impact. Boom, there you go, impact, first unit down. And his general is also open, so I sent someone over for him. And now we're ready to envelop on the left flank as well. They're already shattering, but let's just drive it home. Right flank, the left flank are shattered. The center is now starting to fall due to pressure from our right flank. Their general is engaged. We've got someone chasing off that archer up on our extreme right flank, and it's all looking good. And basically the battle is obviously won at this point. And what made it even easier to win was the fact that the enemy was useless with his cavalry. He basically sent it towards the center where it couldn't do much because of all the infantry that was already massed in there. So they were basically going in each other's way. Had they gone to the flanks, they would have fought my spearmen, which I would have won. They've got pretty good cavalry, but not that good, so I would have won that. I would have formed squares with my spearmen, and once I had defeated their cavalry, the spearmen would then move towards the center, and I would still win, but not as easily as this. But as you see, leading with elephant in the center, and I could have done the same on the left or the right flank. I chose the center because that was where the main body of his infantry was, and I wanted to disrupt that. You know, it's like driving a freight train into them and then following up with foot soldiers. Hope you enjoyed it. Till next time, stay frosty.